Hi, it's Travis White with the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. We've talked in previous videos about strategy. Today I'd like to talk about the relationship between strategy and corporate culture. And the simplest way to express this is a phrase that's often attributed to Peter Drucker, and that is, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So you think about strategy, you think about what you want the company to do, how you want it to serve customers, and how it should differentiate itself. But then there's also corporate culture. And corporate culture dictates the way we behave, the way we think, and the way we interact with each other and with our marketplaces. And if the strategy doesn't fit the corporate culture always wins. Corporate culture eats strategy for breakfast. Let me give you an example. I worked for a company a long time ago. I was a junior product manager at the time. The company was not doing well, so the management decided to bring in a new CEO who was going to shake things up. Well, frankly, we didn't need to be shaken up. We just needed to be led. We needed a good leader to point the direction and lead us in that direction. That new CEO came in and said, "I need you to think outside the box." I said, okay, what does that mean? And in our culture, how do we express that? What does it mean to think outside the box? Why is our CEO not thinking out of the box? Why is this our responsibility and not his in this case? And it just didn't work. As he tried to shake up things and create a new strategy based on innovation, our culture was engineering excellence. Our culture was high quality products. That has something different than innovative new products changing all the time. So the strategy didn't fit the culture. What happened? Culture ate strategy for breakfast. The company did not succeed because the strategy and the culture didn't map together. So don't assume that you can quickly change strategies. People often take over a company or change a company or merge companies and say, we're going to change strategies now. And maybe they come up with a brilliant strategy. Maybe it's an excellent strategy. Maybe it fits the marketplace well, but if it doesn't fit the culture well, it's not going to work. So you'll have to think about strategy, choosing a good strategy, and then choosing a strategy that fits the culture. Or you're going to have to think about how do we change the culture. And there are ways to do that. In fact, we'll talk about those ways in future videos, but they do take time. It's not a fast process, and it's a process that leaders have to lead actively. So think about your strategy. I hope you choose a good strategy. More importantly, I hope you choose a strategy that matches your corporate culture. If you do, you have every chance for success. That's the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. See you again next week.